Let's see how good or how bad my prediction were. Let's get into it. We're going to start with the 400, and we're going to go down to the 200, and then we're going to do the 100. Ladies first. Let's go. For fifth spot, I had Lee Cleaver. Unfortunately, she didn't even make it to the final. Based on what she did on the mixed relay, she got a gold medal in that. I thought she was going to use that as confidence and make it to the final, but unfortunately, she did it. Yeah, she didn't look good at all in the rounds. She didn't look good. She looked really tight, and yeah, she didn't make it to the final. For the fourth spot, I had Rashida Adeleke, and it's crazy. I have that white on the spot. She made it to the final, and she finished in fourth place with a time of 49.28. Wide on the money. A lot of people thought she was going to medal. I just knew, like, the people that was in front of her are definitely going to beat her. I did say she had a chance, though. For third place, I had Paulino. I made a big mistake on this one because I knew she was going to show out when time needed because she had experience. She been there before. But the thing is, when I was making that list, like, most of the people I put in front of her been beating her like multiple times this season. So I thought she was really having a slow season, but nah, she really proved me wrong. To me, if she didn't slow down, she could easily win a sub 48, but she chilled because she didn't have no comp. So that was really impressive by her. Even on the rounds, I saw her running. I was like, yeah, she could easily win it. I even said that in the video, and that's exactly what happened. But unfortunately, I put her in third place, so I guess I'll take the L. But I did say, though, that she could easily win it. For the second spot, I had Natalia Kashmatic. I said she was definitely going to make it top 3 based on the season she was having, and she ended up placing third with a 48.98. So that was really impressive. I was really close. I put her in second, and she finished third. For the gold medal, I had Nikisha Price from Jamaica, and unfortunately, she didn't make it to the final. But the thing is, in the video, I did say the dead leg could start kicking in, especially she had a long NCAA season where she made it to the national. She had an indoor season, and I knew if you ever do track, you'll know after a long season like that, especially college, they run you a lot. So I was like, if the dead leg don't kick in, she going to win. Like, she won a personal best after her NCAA season, so I thought she was cool. But unfortunately, nah, she didn't make it to the final. She trying to run in the recharge, and it still didn't go well. That's kind of unfortunately because she had the fastest time, and she didn't make it to the final, but it is what it is. The person that finishes second place was Sawa Inasha. Nobody was expecting her. I know her, and when I saw her on the list, I was like, oh, I know who that is. She have a chance. But at the same time, I look at the season she was having, or most of the race she had ran, and I was like, she don't look too good. Because her personal best at that time was like a 49 mid, 49 low. And most people that was in this list was sub 49. So I was like, she going to make it to the final, but I didn't see her placing. So the fact that she finished second with a 48.53, that was really impressive. So shout out to her. That was my list for the woman 400. Overall, I think I did decent. Now let's go to the men 400 meter final. Let's get into it. This is my prediction. For the fifth spot, I had Karani James or Steve Gardner. Unfortunately, Steve Gardner got hurt. As you all know, if you watch the final, Kareem James did finish in fifth place. So I got that wide on the money. That was a good way. He gave all he had. In the rounds, he looked really good. So I was like, he might place a little higher, but he ended up finishing in fifth place. I was still good. He looked really good.
Place for Karani James, 43.87 out of Grenada. How do you feel about that?
No, I'm proud of my performance. Proud just coming out here and competing, and full credit to the guys. I mean, 5 guys under 44 seconds. That's incredible.
For the fourth spot, I had Jerome Richer from Trinidad, and guess what? I got that on the money again. He finished fourth. It was a great race. He was in lane 8. I feel like if he was in a better lane, like if he was a little more inside, like 7 or 6, he could have medal. Since he was in lane 8, he couldn't see nobody the whole race, and he pushed his body to the limit. He probably pushed a little too hard on the first 300, but it was still a little great race. He lost it at the end, and great race for him. I know nobody had that pick.
Jereen Richards with a national record, 43.78, and literally 0.04 off the podium. You'll be disappointed, but what a run on the outside.
In good times, all praise to God. In bad times, all praise to God.
For the third place, I had Alexander Dome from Belgium. Unfortunately, in the rounds, he got hurt. I was low-key sad because I had a medal based on the season he was having, indoor season and outdoor season. The way he was running the round, it looked like he's growing, something like that. I was low-key sad because I had him on the podium, but it is what it is, though. For the second spot, I had Quincy Hall. I knew Quincy Hall was going to medal, but I didn't see this coming. As you all know, if you only watched the 400 final, Quincy Hall win it. he came way back and get that gold medal. He's really a dog for real, man. Like, I thought he was out of there. Based on the set he was having, I knew he was going to medal, but I didn't see him winning it. So that was impressive by him. Congratulations to him. For first place, I have Matthew Henson-Smith from Great Britain. The seasons he was having, all this record he was breaking, I did not see him losing to nobody in this race. I didn't see him losing at all. I didn't see him losing to Quincy Hall. So I thought it was going to be a win for him, nothing else. But he finished second. That was still a good race. But I was not expecting him to get second. I was just 100% expecting him to get first. So that was close. All I had to do is flip those two, and I got him wide on the money. But that was still good. I think my list was really good. Like, I didn't have Michael Norman on my top 5, and he didn't make it to the top 5. So I think my list was decent. But for third place, though, nobody was expecting that. Muszilla, he won a great race, finished third place. I don't think nobody was expecting that. But at the end of the day, like I said in all those prediction videos, anything can happen. And that was one of them races. He came out nowhere and third place. All right, now we're going to the 200. Let's get it. This is my prediction. For fifth place, I had Brittany Brown, and I said definitely make it top 5. I can see her rank a little higher. I left her at 5th spot, and she ended up finished 3rd and got a medal. That was really impressive. She wanted more than most people that was in that field, so she really found a way to make it to the podium. For 4th place, I have Mackenzie Long. I also said the same thing I said about Akeisha Price. After a long season, she choked in SCA at National. So I was like, the dead leg might start kicking in, and it definitely did. She ended up finished 7th place. I didn't see Brittany Brown beating her, so that's why I put her before Brittany Brown, but it didn't happen. So for 3rd place, I had Julian. I definitely saw her. I was like, she definitely going to medal, but it seemed like she don't really like the 200 as much as she liked the 100. I feel like after she got the 100, she was kind of like, yeah, got my job done. Now the 200, I'm just going to do my best, whatever I got. But I don't feel like she really liked the 200. As y'all know, if y'all watched the race, she ended up finished 2nd with a time of 22:08. She was on a good race. She was on the outside, and that was a good race by her. For 2nd place, I had Gabby Thomas. I had Gabby Thomas in 2nd place. As you already know, she finished 1st with a 21:83. Well, the reason I had her 2nd place, if y'all know Shericka, if she was in this race, she would easily win it. The winner was a 21:83. Like, Shericka would have run faster than that. I think Shericka would definitely beat Gabby, but she was out of there. So, I don't know. Depending on y'all. Would y'all give me that pick since I had Gabby 2nd and I had Julian 3rd? But the thing is, Shericka didn't win. So, she didn't even run any round. So, I don't know. Depending on y'all. Because if I know she was out, I wouldn't put her at the number 1 spot, obviously. You know what I'm saying? So, technically, I got the top 2 right. But it's on y'all. Yo, if y'all want to give it to me or not, that's y'all. And I also put at the end of that video, Dina Asher-Smith was a threat. And, like, I don't know how she didn't medal. I thought she was definitely going to medal. Such most of the people not being in there. She ended up finished 4th with a time of 22:22. She's just a great turn runner. Like, she know how to run the turns. And also, favorite Ophelia, she won a good race also. It was a good final. Let's go. This is the men 200-meter dash. Let's get into it. This is my prediction. 5th place, I had Arian Knighton. I said I could see him rank a little higher than that, but I was leaving in my 5th spot. But he ended up finished 4th with a 19:99. And next, 4th spot, I had Andre DeGrasse. Man. 4th spot, I had Andre DeGrasse. I said I could definitely see a little higher. I had Lucille Tobogo. As you already know, he was the winner with a 19:46. I was not expecting that, to be honest with you. But I tried to think about it a little more because this season he was on business. Like, he won a 400 where he went like 44:17, something like that. And then he broke the 300-meter world record. So I should definitely put him a little higher. But the 2 people I had in front of him was definitely having a way better season than him. So they didn't show out, and he did. So congratulations to him. That was a great race. For the 2nd spot, I had Kenny, and he did finish 2nd with a 19:62 behind Taruga. So I got that white on the money. And for the 1st spot, I had Noah Lyles. I didn't really see no other person beating him than Andre DeGrasse. So that was unexpected. And I also didn't expect him to win the 100-meter dash. I think that's what really messed up the list. If I was expecting him to win the 100-meter dash, I would definitely put him a little lower because I know his body was going to be beat up. Beating a competitive field like this, it's like you're going to have to PR, and then next day you got to come out for the 200. I know it would be hard, but I didn't think about it, so I had him winning the 200. But nah, he finished third with a 1970. For the second Olympic, he finished third. It was still a good race though. Let's get it. For the woman 100, let's get into it. In my prediction, base spot, I had Marisa Jefferson. Based on the season she was having, I was like, yeah, she definitely going to make it top 5. She surpassed my expectation where she finished third and got in the podium with a 1092. And for 4th place, I had Chilean Fraser Price. I was like, yeah, she might get in the podium, especially that's her last Olympic and stuff like that. But unfortunately, she didn't even run. She looked good in the round she win. She got locked out or something like that, and she chose not to win. That was sad because I feel like that right there changed my whole prediction outcome. For 3rd place, I had Julian. I had Julian in 3rd place because the 2 people I had in front of her, and I didn't see her beating them, but I was like, it's possible. But she ended up winning it. She ended up finished first with a 1072. And for 2nd place, I had Shericka Jackson. Shericka Jackson was out. So I make that video before she said that. So that's not going to count. You know what I'm saying? We just going to move her off the list. You know what I'm saying? And we also going to remove Chilean off the list. So that means I technically got Marisa Jefferson right. You know what I'm saying? For the winner, I had Sha'Carri Richardson. I didn't see nobody beating her. Like the time she was winning this season, I don't know how she got beat by Julian. I was watching the race, and yeah, she was out of there from the start. This was probably one of the slowest reaction time I ever seen. And her top speed, that usually come in clutch. This time, her top speed couldn't save her because Julian also have a decent top speed after a great start, and she pulled away from the start. And yeah, I think that was definitely some mental because her time, she should have won that race. That was her race to lose. And unfortunately, she did lose it. For the men 100-meter dash, let's get into it. The way I make this 100-meter dash prediction was interesting because I had a honorable mention in there, and then I had my top 8. Let's see how I did. So for my honorable mention, I had Simbini. I said he might sneak into the final, but I didn't see him medal. And notice, Amanyala, I didn't have him on my top 8, despite having the 2nd fastest time. That was a good pick, you know what I'm saying? Because he didn't even make it to the final. Though, don't judge me now. I know what I'm doing with my picks, man. Everybody was hating on my picks. I was like, all right, watch. Marcellus Jacob, I didn't put him on my top 8, but I put him on a noble mention. To be honest, he finished 5th, and I was not expecting that. He won his season best at the right moment. He sneaked into the final. He finished with a 985, which is really impressive. That was his season best. Because this season, he barely broke 10. I think he broke 10 2 times. So for him to come out and run a 985 at the final, that was good. I was not expecting that. In 8th place, I had Andre DeGrasse, but unfortunately, he didn't make it to the final. I don't know what happened with him. He didn't look good. On the 200, he didn't look good. Every Olympic, he always come with a medal. I thought he was going to come out with a medal, 100 or the 200. Well, he didn't, but he still got a gold medal in the 4x1. For 7th place, I had Kenny, and he did finish in 7th place with a 988. Like I said in the video, that's his first time winning the 100 in a big stage. I thought he had a better opportunity at the 200. So I feel like for him to come out and started running the 100 kind of take some energy out of his leg. And for the 6th spot, I put Christian Coleman in there. I forgot he wasn't running. I was checking the entries, and he was in there as a backup, but I didn't notice. I didn't really think about it, so I put him in there in 6th place. That was a race pick. Everybody was commenting about it. I was like, yeah, my bad. I forgot. So he was like a backup just in case somebody get hurt or something like that. For 5th place, I had Lucille Tobogo. He ended up finished in 6th place with a 986. I was really close on that one. I was really, really close. I was 1 spot away. And for 4th place, I had Noah Lyles, which he ended up finished first with a 979. I was not expecting him to win, but congratulations to him though. In 3rd place, I had Fred Curley. And right on the money, Fred Curley finished 3rd with a time of 981. This season been really slow for him, and the fact that he still come out at medal, that shows something about Fred Curley. You can never doubt this, man. For 2nd place, that was a really disappointing pick. I had Oblique Seville. He ended up finished last with a 991, and I definitely thought he would be on the podium this Olympic because so many championships, he finished 4th. So I thought like this year was his year, but I don't know what happened on the rounds. He looked really good. He even beat Noah Lyles. I think he went undefeated throughout the whole rounds. So I don't know what happened when he get to the finals. It's just something about him, probably like mentally. Because I really like Oblique Seville. I like the way he run. His confidence. Like all the rounds look so good. So I was like, yeah, that was a good pick when I was watching the rounds. But in the final, he didn't look like himself no more. So that was shocking. I felt disappointed because I give him that second pick, and I was like, I thought he going to get a medal this year, but unfortunately, nah. For first place, I had Keyshawn Thompson. As we know, he finished second with the same time with Noah Lyles, 979. But Noah Lyles out-leaned him, so it was a good race. But he should have definitely won it though, because I feel like it's where to put him. Like I said in the video, I was like, the heats, the lanes are going to matter. Like they put him wide next to Fred Curly. Fred Curly was on his left, and Fred Curly got out. So when Fred Curly got out, and then he felt like he was losing, and he started pushing it a little bit. We know him. One of his best attribute is relaxation, and I feel like he got tensed up when he felt like Fred Curly on his left pulling away a little bit, and he tied up a little bit, and that's when Noah Lyles coming. And especially Noah Lyles was on the outside. He couldn't feel or see Noah Lyles, so he never had no close race like this where he had to lean, so he don't know what leaning is. He usually just run through the line. So, and Noah Lyles been a master at leaning. A lot of races he been winning, even indoor, like the 60 meters. He mastered the art of out lean his opponent at the last minute. I had some great picks. At the same time, I had some picks that were like terrible. I mean, it was a prediction, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't expecting to get everybody right, but I had some good ones. So I think overall that was a great prediction. Thank you for watching. Let me know how you did with your prediction. Until next time.